Okay, we're going to look at the ankle. So ankle assessment, same as any other lower limb, we start with observation. Same as the other ones, any deformities, any muscle wasting, any signs of obvious injury, any bruising, any colour changes. So starting from there, looking at the front and back. Again, looking at one side's different from the other, any external rotation, internal rotation, pronation or supination. Again, looking at the line of the knee crease, looking at gastroc development, looking at hamstring and quad development, look at the Achilles angle as well, see if one Achilles is thicker or thinner than the other. Just walk towards there and back towards me. Again, the whole time she's doing this, I'm looking at hip, knee and foot alignment, looking at knee valgus or varus, looking at foot pronation and supination, looking at hip stability, any Trendelenburg at the hip. Stand here, face that way. Okay, what I want you to do is just stand on one leg and balance for me. Okay, so I'm looking at hip level, looking at knee level, and I'm looking at the foot to see if it excessively pronates or supinates. Okay, back to middle, then do the other leg. Okay, back to middle. Okay, just do now for me, two-legged, stand there and squat down as far as you can and back up for me. So again, looking for a deep squat, if you can see both sides there, just point the camera to the feet. And again, so you can see on both sides, quite excessive pronation. Okay. We do resisted plantar flexion in this position because you've got all the body weight going through the foot, and naturally when we walk, we need our plantar flexors to work like that. If we do it on the bed, there's no way I can produce the same amount of force. So stand facing me to the camera, you can see. Hands like that. Use my hands as a balance aid if you need to. Two-legged, up and down your tiptoes 10 times for me. So at the same time, all the time, I'm looking at the feet positioning, but also every now and again looking up at the face to see if there's any pain. I'm also feeling through the hands to see if there's any pain or any weight distribution. I've lost count, is that 6? 8, 9, 10. Okay, now choose a leg, doesn't matter which one, and up and down to your toes 10 times. Six. 10. Okay, and then the other leg. Much weaker this side. 3 more. 10, and relax. The reason why I do 10 of each, we want to get some sort of fatigue, so we want to highlight any injury. If there's only a grade 1 and it's only say 7% of the fibres torn, you're not going to see that until you start doing repeated movements. If it's a tendinitis, and again a grade 1, you're not really going to get any irritation until you're doing a lot of repeated movements. Lie on your back for me and make sure your feet are just on the pitch. Bring up that way a touch. That's it. So again, as with anything, you're looking at heat test, you're looking for palpation for any injuries. Again, look at the ankles, heat test, start at the medial border of the tibia, come down both sides around the medial malleolus, anterior joint, lateral malleolus, and up the leg. Palpation tendons and ligaments. Again, you want to come down, anterior border, lateral side, lateral malleolus, with your lateral ligaments, base of the fifth, come down your metatarsals, up to your navicular, susentactum and tali, your medial ligaments, and then your medial malleolus. So again, down the perineals, just shout if you get any pain, lateral malleolus, lateral ligaments, base of your fifth, fifth metatarsal, fourth, third. I'm obviously rushing through this now, but you can spend a lot more time individually. First, no pain there. Just bend this leg out of the way so you can see. First metatarsal, come up to your navicular, susentactum tali, so I know that's where my deltoid ligament attaches to. Up to your medial malleolus, medial side of the tibia, medial border, and up. Achilles tendon, you can palpate a little bit now in this position, and when they're prone in a minute, I can palpate in more detail. Again, but while I'm here, give it a quick palpate, nothing there. Again, around the base of the heel, just to see if there's any plantar fascia irritation, nothing through there. So squeeze test is going to test your inferior tib-fib joint. So So again, the interosseous membrane that holds the two together and the local ligaments. Heels of the hand, start mid-tib fib, it just squeeze as we go down, all the way down to the medial lateral malleolus. Positive test of that is pain, and pain localized to the inferior tib fib joint. Dorsiflexion and calcaneal eversion. Again, we're looking to drive the talus up and out into this joint. We're looking to separate it. Foot just in between your chest and a little bit lower than your chest. Hands cupped around the heel and calcaneus. I dorsiflex. When I abduct, I'm just turning my left side of my body forwards. By doing that, we're driving that up into the mortise, and we're opening that joint. No pain on that? You're looking for pain and or laxity. Talocrural joint, so we're looking for dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. We do two again, because we've got the gastrocs that goes over two joints. So two ways. First way, grab the heel of the calcaneus with your hand, make sure my forearm dorsiflexes the toes, hand above the knee, and just lean. Any stretch there at the back of the calf? Okay. To take the gastrocs off stretch, flex the knee. Same position, but I'm just pushing together with both hands. Any stretch there. So that suggests that the gastrocs is tight. This one, you're looking for pain anteriorly around the joint, so the talus jamming up into the mortise. This one, we're looking for just a gastroc stretch. Plantar flexion, nice and simple. Hand just below the knee, on the tibial tuberosity. Other hand just on the dorsal surface of your foot, and push down on both. You're looking to take it right to end range plantar flexion. Anything there? Again, that's going to stretch all your dorsiflexors at the front of the ankle. Subtalar joint. Basically, you're looking to get the calcaneus to abduct and adduct. So same as we did before. Heels of your hand around the calcaneus. I'm going to pull towards me. I'm going to use my chest, but instead of really dorsiflexing, it's just there more as a guide. And what I'm going to do is abduct and adduct. So again, pull towards me, that locks out talocrural joint. We're looking at the subtalar joint now. Left arm forwards to abduct, right arm forwards to adduct. And obviously vice versa for the opposite leg. Right arm forwards to abduct, left arm forwards to adduct. Mid-tarsal joint, so we're looking at the mid-tarsals here. Nice and easy. Again, pull down on the calcaneus to lock out the subtalar joint and the talocrural joint. And all we're looking for is we've got all the movements of the mid-tarsal joint. We've got dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, so dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, abduction, adduction, pronation, supination. And you're looking at all the ligaments along the mid-tarsal joint line to test it. Resisted test, we've done plantar flexion and standing. Dorsiflexion, nice and simple. Just bring your toe up there, hold it there. Hand and arm out straight, and I want you to pull your toes up against me as hard as you can. Go. Go on, pull, 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 pull. Good, and relax. Come around the other side, do that. To confirm then any weakness, both toes up, hold them there. Don't let me move you, so pull them up and both up. And again, if she slides down the bed, that's okay. Feel a little bit of weakness on that right side compared to left side. Just bring off a touch. Inversion and eversion. Again, we want to make sure the foot is relaxed. If we dorsiflex, just bring your toes up. Push out. The whole thigh is rotating out. Relax. Now push out. You can see it's a different movement. It's eversion of the foot. So I want you to push your baby toe towards that wall when I say. Hand against the baby toe. Hand on the heel to support. Push out. Go as hard as you can. Good. And relax. Inversion, the opposite. Hand on the inside of the big toe, push your big toe that way when I say. Hand on the heel, push in. Go on, push, 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 and relax. Special test, you get anterior draw test, which tests your ATFL. Then take out the weight. Hands just above the medial lateral malleolus. Other hand around the base of the heel. And I'm going to be doing this sort of movement, so pushing down with my upper, pulling up with my lower hand. I should say that a bit louder, pushing down with my upper, pulling up with my lower hand. Pain on that? Okay. What we're looking for, As we come up, the talus moves excessively anteriorly, so you're looking for laxity and or pain localized around this area. Plantar flexion inversion also tests that. So if I move that leg out of the way, I'm just going to sit on the bed and rest your leg on my lap. Again, it always explains to the patient what I'm doing. Use my upper arm to rest against the part of her shin, the front of her shin. I've then got my hand free to palpate around the ATFL. Pushing down, I use my lower hand to push down, and I'm just bringing my elbow down and towards my side. So plantar flex and invert, and that's going to put the ATFL on stretch. Any pain there? And if I need to, I can then palpate the ATFL itself there. No pain? Good. Positive sign on that will be laxity and or pain. Dorsiflexion and great toe extension is going to test the, we'll get this out of the way. Again, you'll test your plantar fascia and you flex it over lucis longus. So you dorsiflex the whole foot and great toe extension. So again, looking to dorsiflex and extend, and that also I can then palpate through the plantar fascia there if I need to. Okay, back down. Morton's test and the Thompson test. Morton's test tests for a mortise neuroma, which is all around the third and fourth metatarsophalangeal joint. Find the metatarsophalangeal joint line, and literally it's just nice and simple, squeeze together. Again, positive sign will be pain at that site. Thompson test to test your gastrocs and Achilles. Turn onto your front. And again, have your feet just off the edge. In this position, again, if I think there was an Achilles injury, I can palpate through the medial head of the gastrocs down through the Achilles, lateral head of the gastrocs down through the Achilles to see if there's any pain. To actually do the Thompson test, I squeeze in three areas because we've got the gastrocs and soleus. As I squeeze, if you look at the foot, we're looking for some plantar flexion. Do that throughout the whole range of the muscles so that I'm not just doing soleus or gastrocs individually, we're testing each muscle. What we're looking for is some plantar flexion, but I'm also looking to see if there's any dip or divot along that line of the muscle. Again, if they've completely ruptured their gastrocs, their soleus might be intact, but you should be able to see some sort of dip and or bruising or swelling. And that's your ankle test.